Hi guys. So today a very good friend of mine asked me a question. He recently came across this, challenging situation where he got involved in let's say an ugly situation in traffic, and then there were emotions involved, there was a bus driver who cut him off, and in the moment, he just wasn't aware. So he kind of got into this verbal exchange, and later he just realized what a nonsense, because actually he knows exactly that it's stupid to get involved in an argument about such a stupid thing, and it's not worth it ultimately. But the question is, how can you actually deal with it when you are inside the situation? I think for most of us, we get it that it's not worth to get involved in arguments with other people about stupid things, because ultimately getting angry about stuff is just hurting ourselves and it's not creating anything positive. I think most people do get that, and the question is just how do you actually are aware of that? How can you actually create awareness and act according to that understanding when you are stuck in the situation right in between, where emotions just come up and take you over? So I mean, I'm not free of that, obviously. I'm even in spite of 8 years of yoga and meditation and trying to live very consciously, I know exactly these situations. And I think for me personally, it's sometimes it's with specific people where it comes easier up, and with others it's not a matter at all. Obviously, I think also it's if you know people better, then sometimes it's easier to get into that. For strangers, you can keep that distance more easier. So sometimes I'm in that situation myself, but I'm trying to work on it as well. And I have found kind of 3 steps that help me a lot, and that I want to offer you. You can try them out and let me know if they help you. And if they do help you, please leave a comment, and also just hit the like button for this video, because I want to reach more people with that. So what I suggest is, number 1 is, whenever you feel okay, now it's you're getting overwhelmed with something negative, the moment you realize it, okay, just stop whatever you're doing. Don't get into a reaction. Just take 3 breaths, okay? Breathe 3 times, very calmly, and don't do anything, okay? This is not being passive. This is actually being very, very active, but in a very conscious way. You're gaining control, okay? Just because you don't say anything and whatever doesn't mean you're passive. We're actually very, very active in that moment, and you realize what it does to you. So just take those 3 breaths, and then, become the observer of the situation. Just take a distance from it, okay? Look it from the outside. And once you do this, you will anyway realize everything about it. You'll realize, okay, this is stupid. You can think about, what is this person actually, what made him act like that? And you'll probably realize that person has his own issues that just are coming out right now. He probably, has certain limitations and problems in his life which make him react the way he does, or she. And you will all realize that once you take a step back and just look there at the observer. And also look at yourself, why are you reacting like that? It's probably some old pattern that's ingrained in us, some conditioning that's just playing out right now. But the way to overcome it is to step back, look at it, and take that distance. And once you are able to take that distance, then you can actually go to number 2, which I suggest you do, is you choose a response. So there's a big difference between reacting and responding. Reacting mostly means that it's an automated way. It's compulsive in many situations. you're not doing it consciously. It's like, you know, a bee picks you and you just want to hit it. It's a reaction. It's ingrained in you. And oftentimes reactions are good. They help us to survive probably. But in these many situations, it's better to choose a response based on the outcome that you want to have. Okay, so number 2 is you think about, okay, what's the best response here? What's the outcome that I want to create in this situation? And the outcome might be that you realize, okay, this guy has like his own issues. Let me maybe help him become more aware, you know? So your outcome is now to make the situation calmer. Maybe your outcome is that you want to actually gain mastery over your own inner self. So you choose to respond in a very, very calm way, not because of the other person, because of yourself, because now you've chosen to take control of your own self. So once you have made that decision, how you want to respond and what's the outcome that you want to create, then you know the problem is basically solved from there on. And number 3, which is an add-on to this whole thing, is, you know, I would suggest, and this is also making it much more fun, the whole thing, because once you change the way you look at these situations, it can make it like a game. So I would suggest just look at it as a small challenge. That I spoke in this other video about how, you know, discomfort and hardship make us grow. I might put a link in the description below, but basically, you know, just realize that every situation that life throws at us can either be used as like something that we consider a problem, a hardship we can complain about, or we can use it as an opportunity for our growth. So once we realize, hey, there's the situations, now I'm tending to respond like that, but now I can grow, I can choose my response, I can be more conscious. So you consider the whole thing as a small challenge for yourself. And then it becomes much more fun, because then, you know, it's like your little game that you're playing. Hey, now, you know, I'm gonna win this small situation, this challenge of mine. And it's gonna be much more fun. So these 3 steps, they help me tremendously, and I want you to try them out. And please leave a comment. Let me know, A, how it helps you if you try it, and B, maybe you have other techniques, tricks that you use that help you. I would be really interested in learning that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can just click down there and you get all new videos from my channel every new week. Also hit the like button if you like this and leave a comment. So I thank you a lot for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye guys.